Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Pemko 319SSN. This is a piece of perimeter gasketing. It could also be an Astragal, I suppose. I wouldn't think of it as an Astragal at all, but it can be. But it would be most certainly perimeter gasketing is what it is. This is a piece of stainless steel, very likely roll formed would be my guess, with a piece of neoprene bulb that's held on with a self-adhesive tape. This material has holes, slotted holes for mechanical fastening, which will pierce through the upper shoulder area of the gasketing itself, allowing it to be mechanically fastened as well. And it's perimeter gasketing. Let's go over some basic dimensional properties, then we will talk about where you'd use it. Overall height with the insert is about 1 inch or so. You're going to have maybe 13/16 worth of stainless, and then the projection of that neoprene is going to be the balance, just a small amount. Overall projection from the face of the soffit is what I would call it. Going to be right at about 1/4 inch or so. Type 304 brushed stainless steel is what that is. That is extremely magnetic. Doesn't mean it's not stainless. It means it's not passivated. Stainless, when it's been machined, picks up those properties of magnetism. I'm not an expert about it, but there are times when material needs to be sold as stainless but passivated as well, so it doesn't have that residual magnetism. I wouldn't call that residual magnetism at all. This material has been certainly worked several times. So, what would you use this for? Let's talk about it right now. Well, it's perimeter gasketing, so you're going to use it anywhere where you need that type of material, but this specifically is certainly going to be used because of the base material itself. You're not, I wouldn't think you're at all going to install stainless material in an application that isn't a stainless steel opening, in the sense that if you have a stainless steel door and frame, or you have a fiberglass door and a fiberglass frame, or some non-ferrous application, you're not installing common weather stripping. You could easily have exterior doors in a mass transit authority's infrastructure that go to mechanical spaces. Very often see stainless steel doors and frames in those applications. The material needs to last forever, or at least reasonably long, and they'll use stainless steel gasketing on those openings. You could have a residential application and you've got a stainless steel door. You're probably going to want to put a matching material, such as type 304, with a brush to match the frame that you're installing it down to. That would be my guess. You're not installing this because you may be installing this because you like the look of stainless, but you're mostly going to be installing this because the project is in stainless and you're looking for stainless steel gasketing. This is neoprene. This is a synthetic rubber. I can't detect what its smell is because that's a tip-off to me when it's a closed cell like car tire. Some gasketing, some neoprene will smell like car tire, which tells me it's closed cell, which is really great for water intrusion. If you're going to install this onto your material, you're obviously going to install it onto the soffit of the frame, mechanically fasten it. You'll want to make sure you install the door, close the door, latch the door, and install the gasketing such that you don't impede the proper closing and full latching of the door. What you could consider doing is ordering the material a couple of inches longer and then mitering it at the intersection between the header and the jambs. That will give you a tighter seal. If you were installing this as an Astragal, you'd probably install it as a set. Put one on each door, therefore order two based on the height of the door is what you'd probably see. Let's switch to the screen view now and let's take a closer look at the supporting information. If you've not hit subscribe yet, we would very much appreciate if you did, and hopefully you're enjoying this video. Now, let's get back to it. Here's the material that we're looking at, and you'll note that the image we have here is either patently wrong or out of date. This is what it actually looks like in the catalog, and by the time you're seeing this video, it will have the proper image posted there. Stainless steel, number 4 finish, really important. If you need the replacement insert only, it's an E11BL. Okay, so you can search, you can order E11BL from us. Oh, yeah, and there it is. Sold per foot, sold per length, whatever you need to have happen there. But that's what it's going to look like. Those are your dimensions. Air infiltration tested, smoke tested, fire rated. UL10, UL10C. Can you use it on a fire door? Yes, you can. That little symbol right there says you can. Other stainless steel items are here as well. Now, where did this document come from? Well, below this video here is our extended description information, product brochure, cut sheet, installation instructions. The installation instructions are basically measure twice and cut once. That's pretty much what those say. You know, you're going to want to make sure that you don't impede the proper closing and latching of the door. Most absolutely if it's fire rated. Extended description, I'll leave that for you to read. Now, that page I was referring to comes from the link here to the manufacturer's page. When you click on that, you'll be able to get to this page, and from here is the full line catalog. When you click on that, you'll be able to do a find function on your keyboard for 319SS or 319SSN actually, and it will sooner or later search that and find it, and there it is. Well, on that page are the other stainless steel perimeter gasketing items. Okay, and in that full line catalog you will be in the perimeter gasketing section, but of course you can scroll to the thresholds and door sweeps, door bottoms, things of that nature as well. Okay, let's wrap up this video on camera. If you've not hit subscribe yet, we would very much appreciate if you did, and hopefully you're enjoying this video. Now let's get back to it. This video was to provide you a closer look at the 319SSN. This is just a 12-inch sample piece for purposes of this video. The real equipment would include, obviously, fasteners is what it would include. That is slotted there. That will allow you a small amount of lateral adjustment. That's always nice. You might need to loosen that screw up and pull it tighter or push it away ever so slightly from the face of the door. Typical material. Gasketing is required in all instances on exterior doors. You want to keep your AC from going out. You want to keep the frigid air from coming in or losing your heat and the humidity within the space. You want to keep the critters out. Depending on where you live, Chicago is very different than New Mexico. New Mexico gets hot and cold. Chicago gets hot and cold. Chicago has less scorpions than New Mexico. So your gasketing is really important. To keep the critters out, always check your boots before you put your foot in, I was told. If you have any questions on the 319SSN or any other Pemko product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you. Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.